Chollas Creek is the watershed that carries stormwater through some of San Diego's lowest income neighborhoods, from La Mesa and Lemon Grove through City Heights, southeastern San Diego, Barrio Logan, and right into San Diego Bay. The watershed is also one of San Diego's most polluted. It's full of trash, old furniture, chemicals, and invasive plant species. When it rains, all that gets washed into the bay. Now, joining me in studio is Leslie Reynolds, director of Groundwork San Diego, a nonprofit that's been working to turn Chollas Creek around. Thanks for being here, Leslie.
Thank you.
Why is Chollas Creek so polluted?
Well, we are actually the smallest watershed of the 9 watersheds south of Orange County. And so we're very densely populated and very low-income communities. And so we've sort of been the last watershed invited to the watershed planning party, if you will. And so we have really suffered from insufficient resources and also a government approach to flood control in the 60s, which channelized our entire waterway and removed all of its natural biological functioning and all the benefits it used to offer to the residents.
Now, I listed a long list there of things that end up in Chollas, result of illegal dumping.
There is a lot of illegal dumping, and that's partly a reflection of insufficient city resources to really staff and police the parks and open space in our watershed. Which means that we're kind of a dumping ground for demolition and construction debris that comes outside of our neighborhoods unnoticed. And so we've got a campaign going with our residents now called Eyes on the Creek, where with refrigerator magnet telephone numbers, they can now call the illegal dumping hotline and report dumping that they see.
Because you are getting people involved in the cleanup. We're going to show our audience, people at home, some photos actually of one of your last efforts, but you're not really just out there saying with plastic bags, let's clean this up. You're doing much more than that, aren't you?
Oh, absolutely. The solutions that we're looking for need to be very sustainable, and so they will be government-funded solutions, which have to do with dechannelizing the creek and attempting to restore it to its natural state. But also we count very much on the residents. We work with thousands of kids who care deeply about their environment and are out there planting plants in the ground and measuring water quality, and hundreds of families that are working on home recycling efforts and organic pesticide control and those things that might contribute to pollution. So
you did mention how populated the area is. So do you have everyone on board? I mean, all of these property owners along the creek?
Well, one of the complexities in Chollas Creek is that when the government decided in the 60s that channelizing that beautiful natural system was an effective flood control approach, they put the concrete channel through private properties as well as public properties. So residents find themselves with responsibility for part of the creek and actually no resources or permits or anything else to really address that. So we're working in partnership with families and governmental agencies to get the work done.
Now you have an ultimate goal, really, not just to clean this up, but to do what?
The ultimate goal is a fully functioning, beautiful natural resource for the citizens of Southeastern, which actually will include what we call a creek-to-bay coastal trail system, so that people can get from the top of our watershed, which is Lemon Grove and La Mesa, all the way down to the Bayshore Bikeway. And we have some incredible support both within the community in terms of advocacy. And then yesterday we met with Supervisor Cox and Councilman Young and others, and we think we're going to get that done in the not-too-distant future.
Do you have a website where people at home can go?
We do, and we have 4 major events coming up this year, and each one of them needs help, and the website is www.groundworksandiego.org.
Okay, Leslie Reynolds, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.